It is swan dive day. We have an exercise in Pilates that is a lot like the cobra in yoga, but it's called swan is a name that people use, but it's really not the animal swan. It's like a diver doing a swan dive off of a board. And just like I talked about a few days ago, we want the swan dive, we rock back and forth. And if your body is in a nice taut position, you'll be able to do that rock back and forth on your stomach. A few days ago, I was talking about it in this position for our core, for our front core body. So we might get the rock here, and then eventually we are able to rock in this position in the hollow body. Now, turning over, let's do a couple of Kathy Grant's baby butts first. So we want the hip crease to really get pressed into the mat or the floor on this exercise. So lift your butt up to the ceiling just a little bit, lifting the hip points off the floor, and then exhale and press your pelvis down. Hi, Nacho. You gonna help me? And then inhale again, lifting the hips up a little bit. Exhale, press the hip crease down. Now feel that hip crease press into the floor. Legs are close together, but they don't have to be touching unless you're training for perhaps trapeze beats, or you really want the ankles together. Then you might choose to train this one with your ankles together. So I'm going to bring my hands just a little bit back from my shoulders, squeeze my elbows into my sides, and take a little back bend. Hi, Nacho. Can I have a kiss? And then come back down. I'm pressing my hip points into the floor. Hi there. And again, we're going to come up, inhale, and exhale to kiss the cat. That's right. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of diving. This could get interesting with Nacho. Kathy Grant used to teach the dive with the hands first, which really super helpful to try to get your rocking motion going. Then Joe Pilates' version has you taking your arms out to the side and forward is how I learned an advanced version. I don't have the prettiest swan dive of anyone that I know. I admire a lot of my students doing the swan dive in our mat classes and think how beautiful it is to just watch them. But it doesn't really matter how much of an amazing back bend you have. You don't want it breaking down. And so also, it's a really good place to notice if you're going crooked. So a lot of my trapeze students, static trapeze and bungee, they find themselves when they're trying to do rotations or on trapeze beats that they are going sideways. So that exercise, if you notice yourself going sideways, if you have a mirror in front of you, or you can just tell, you might be able to start correcting that, and that correction is likely going to be the same in the air. So let's look at it one more time. We'll pretend we're doing Joe Pilates, not pretend, we'll do Joe Pilates version where your hands are here, and then you inhale and bring your arms back, lift them up, lift the legs up, and then you begin the rock. Try not to rock with your head. Hi, Nacho. Arms overhead is the helpful one for the trapeze beats and for rotating through like a double point bungee if you have a harness or rope and harness lines coming up and you're trying to do fast flipping rotations. Your arms would have to be here unless you want to stop yourself on your bungees or your ropes. And hope you enjoyed Nacho's performance over here. He's got his little mouse. So have a great day and see you tomorrow.